feel, and what do you think about the whole experience?
Yeah.
Just a few things. Any comments?
I mean, I had an amazing race all the way up to, 40 days. I felt strong. Been preparing 13 years for this race. So, you get an opportunity to come and just do your best. We had some unfortunate situations happen that you can't train for and that are out of your control. But, the goal is always to one foot in front of the other and just kept pressing forward. And I was so inspired by all the other athletes. I mean, we all have to work together in order for this thing to work. And, even on the days and the moments where you're struggling and things aren't going as planned, you look at the other athletes and you're so inspired by them. And that's what kept me going, just watching us all just do our best. And it was just one of the most inspirational moments in my athletic history. I've been racing for 30 years. And I can honestly say that, we all needed each other in order to get to whatever mileage we ended up at. And so hats off to all the athletes. Just appreciate them so much for that we could just, work together and talk and laugh and, share these 52 days together, despite injuries and sicknesses and, having to battle it out on 4.5 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep every day. It's something I've never done before. I've done some crazy adventures, and the fact that you go to bed and you still have to get all your stuff ready for the next morning. You got to be back up at 5 o'clock and toe the starting line is, despite weather conditions, despite how you feel. My adventures that I've done, if it rained, we took a half day off just to be safe, or took a day off to be safe, and you can't do that here. So, running when it was flooding and our feet were blisters and just pressing forward. So I feel like a new person. Definitely have grown from complaining about aches and pains at the beginning to just being grateful and so much gratitude for the opportunity.
Well, you seem to understand the spirit of this race from the very beginning, and your sense of kind of helping each other as a family and not worrying about the miles so much, doing what you have to do and being happy. You really, I think, faced each hardship with a lot of honor and dignity and a sense of, again, gratitude, which is really an important part of this race. It's more important than actually finishing. If your body doesn't cooperate, you got quite ill for a few days, you were actually in bed. You couldn't even come out to the race course. And yet you did 2,700 miles. It seemed so easy for you because you're so strong. We really appreciate the fact that you're happy with it, and also that you can do it.
I would love the opportunity to come back and, again, it's not something that you train for, getting ill, but, it's part. I just kept telling myself it's part of the game. And, whatever obstacles and, whatever, adversity that God allowed to come into our lives to, who knows, it could open up another dimension of me understanding myself more, and just learning to go with the flow and learning to run from your heart rather than running from your physical ability, because I know physically I have the ability, but that's not this race. This is a spiritual race. This is a spiritual journey, and you have to be with the flow, and you have to go. You call it roll with the punches. And we all saw that with everybody. I mean, just seeing people battling day after day in the middle of the night, tired and exhausted, and still just pressing forward, and it's a dangerous course when you're tired. All the cracks and the pavement and stuff. So you're right. I just learned to just be honored to be here amongst other athletes that I firmly believe are some of the greatest endurance athletes in the world. And it's not because of 3,100 miles. It's because of the condition of this race. It is brutal. And that alone the fact that we're even standing and walking is amazing.
Yeah, and they're all here tonight. As a matter of fact, behind you is a sign of all the runners who haven't gone the whole 3,100. You're on there as well. And so 8, and then there's 6 who have gone the, well, when Hard to Finish is very soon.
Yeah.
And so, yet you're all here. You're all survived. You're all happy. You're all relatively
Yeah,
healthy.
I just kept telling myself that
And
we're
you're
all
part
in the
of it.
same boat.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's like,
Nando Lahari, all right.
that we're all on the same boat, and we all need to grab our paddles to paddle this thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like, you know, like if, you know, like the day that I took a day off, it's like something was missing.
Yeah.
You know, everybody said like, man, something was missing. You were missing. And so like, I came back, like, you know, I even came back probably earlier than the doctor told me to, but you know, I knew we all needed each other. So that alone just tells you the human spirit,
Yeah,
how much we need each other in order to succeed at
yeah.
these huge goals.
And people can't see that just with the numbers when they see it virtually on the website. or something.
100%.
They can't
like,
see
yeah.
the experiences you're going through, and it's
Right.
good that you explained that part of it, because it's important for people to see what the race is really about.
Yeah, I mean, I've done multiple 3,000 mile events and stuff before, but this is, I mean, the experience was like none other. You know, this takes the top, and
That's good to know.
but more than anything, I feel like a new person, and so that's what I came here for.
Well, we
was to
thank you.
change. So thank you.
Thank you for being here, and we'll see you at
Appreciate it.
midnight too.
There you go.
Thank you, Jason.
And here's,
Thank you.
Great.
and here's our
Uh-huh.
outer champion,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're all inner champions, right?
We're all inner champions. That's right.
great. Oh, that was a very nice. I got almost the.
Oh, you filmed it?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I guess he also did it, but it was really good.
Oh.
Like really close up
Yeah. Oh,
your eye and what you said.
Wow. Maybe
Yeah.
I should-
Now I stop it, but it's there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Andrea. Jason.
I was happy to have a picture with Jason with the American flag.
Oh, there you
And as
go.
a joke, I said
Yeah.
I can apply for the green card next year. You never know.
We'll get another American in there.